Good morning. Welcome to MVUUC, Monte Vista Unitarian Universalist Congregation, and welcome to our Zoom members also. I am Letha Comstock, Secretary on board of the Board of Trustees. Right after service, we are having an annual congregational meeting. There will be voting. We need a quorum, so I need to keep track of who you people are. And I will be honest, I may recognize faces. I'm not good at names. So, I got a clipboard. Find me. I want your initials to know you're here, okay? People on Zoom, I will know who you are and I will mark you. So you're fine. You're good. Everybody will get counted. Now, after our meeting, we will have the take me out to the ball game luncheon. If you haven't paid yet, make sure you pay Murray. He wants your money. We want your money.
Eat, drink, and pay Murray.
Yeah, eat, drink, and pay Murray. That's a good one.
Unless their visitors are free.
Oh, our minister pointed out something. If you're a visitor, you are welcome to join us for the luncheon, no fee. We want you there. We want to share with you. Okay, on Tuesday, the Board of Trustees will be having a meeting at 10:30 a.m. here and via Zoom, but I will be in person, not on Zoom. On Tuesday also is Taco Tuesday at 7 in the evening via Zoom. Next weekend, June 6th through 8th, is Camp Davennaville Pines Pacific Unitarian Retreat. June 8th, next Sunday, is the RE Sunday and Coming of Age graduation. I'm looking at our graduate walking in. Also, on June 11th, the DLRE class will start. The book is Authentic Self. See Robert. He can help you with that. I want to call Megan up about the Faithify campaign. Guys, we're getting there. It's exciting. We're at 88%.
Yay, thank you everyone. Faithify. We had some technical difficulties. They've extended our campaign till the 16th. They've been wonderful to work with. And just so excited, we're at 88%. We have $13,270. So share that on your social media, like it, like someone else's, send it off to Blue Sky, to, okay, well, anyways, social media or your friends, and thank you so much.
Hi, everyone. My name is Reverend Maggie, and I am fortunate because I get to be the minister of this beloved community. It is so great to be here today. So let's play ball. Huh? Yeah. It is also the first day of Pride Month. So I welcome you on that day. Yes, yay. And it's also, we have a lot of traditions, a lot of really cool things. I hope you guys keep doing them when I leave in December. One of them is that on the first Sunday of each month, we sing happy birthday to everyone who has a birthday that month. So if our June babies would wave their hands. Jaryus, Letha, Kay, who do we have over here? Jeannie Coates, oh, Raj, Catherine, Megan, wow. You're all in good company. Ah, you too. January, well, it starts with a J. Yeah. So let's sing happy birthday to all these beloveds, and when we get to the name part, we'll just sing June babies. Okay, Lily? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, June babies. Happy birthday. awesome. I love doing that when the choir's here. Another one of our traditions is that we open our service with a ringing of the bowl. We ring it 3 times, for yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We pause to acknowledge and honor the Tongva and other native peoples on whose ancestral homelands we gather. We call to the ancestors of our faith, of this congregation, and those of each of our hearts. And as we breathe into this present moment, honoring the spirit of life within each soul gathered here in our shared sanctuary, we invite our whole selves, centered in love, awe, and wonder. We work as one to prepare a place for those who will come. We set intentions that provide for the safety of the vulnerable, those in need, and for all children and every sentient being. And receiving this day together as a gift, we welcome all of its magic. And together we say 3 times, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's sing our welcoming song. It's number 131. Love will guide us. We've got the lyrics on the screen. Please stand and sing along with gusto.
As a symbol of our faith, we light a chalice at each of our gatherings. Its flame represents the values and rich history of Unitarian Universalism that hold us in community and offer us belonging. I'd like to welcome up Alan Worley and Letha Comstock, who are visiting from Utah, to light our chalice. As we hear words inspired by Christian Schmidt titled, "Wake Up and Step Up." It is time to wake up. May we wake up to this world we live in, its beauty and wonder, and also its tragedy and pain. We must wake up to the reality that not all in our world have what we do, however much or little that is. We must wake up to the idea that our wholeness, our lives, are only as complete as the lives of those around us. We must stay aware, living out our lives as peacemakers and justice seekers. Let us wake up. Let us step up. Please join me in speaking our covenant. The words are in your order of service, and also, I believe, they will be on the screen. We affirm that love is the greatest purpose of this congregation. The search for truth is our constant star, and service is our prayer. We pledge our hearts, minds, and hands to challenge injustice with courage, to make choices for a healthier planet, and to live out our Unitarian Universalist values every day as beloved community. Thus do we covenant with each other and with all that is sacred in life. Now, please rise as you wish, and we will sing our invocation, Spirit of Life, first in English and then in Spanish.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Robert Tidwell. I'm the Director of Lifespan Religious Exploration here. And today I'm going to be sharing our wisdom tale. And this comes from the book that we're reading for DLRE right now called Authentic Selves. So if you want to take this class, read this book. It's going to be on June 11th. This book is a collection of interviews that were then edited down into like personal essays kind of. And the one I'm going to be reading from is from Sarah McBride, who is a congresswoman in Delaware, and I was really inspired by what she had to say. So. She writes, "I've known that I'm trans for as long as I can remember. I didn't always know that there were other people like me, but my earliest memories are of me praying that I would wake up the next day as myself. When I was separated in line at school from kindergarten on, I had always had this longing to stand in the girls' line. I think a lot of the LGBTQ plus youth grapple with existential questions that most people don't grapple with until they are well into adulthood. When I was young, I certainly grappled with questions such as, what is a life well lived? What does it mean to live an authentic life? What does it mean to live a fulfilled life? For a while, I felt that a meaningful life was simply a life of professional success, of change making and making other people in my life proud. I also thought that the only way to do these things was to remain in the closet. From a young age, I kept my authentic self buried deep inside of me because it seemed like my dreams of finding love and doing work I loved in a community I loved were all mutually exclusive with being out as trans. I got involved in politics after I started volunteering for campaigns in Delaware. Because of my own experience as a trans person living in the closet, politics became an outlet for me to create the changes in the world that I thought would fill the void in my life. I also felt that if I could help create a world where other people could live openly and authentically, perhaps I could almost live vicariously through them. In many ways, my interest in politics stemmed from my sense of loneliness and my fear that there wasn't space for someone like me in society. But when I started reading about American history, I found that in the history books, while no one like me had ever made it far within those history books, what became clear very quickly was that history is a story of advocates, activists, and a handful of courageous elected officials bringing people in from the margins of society into a circle of opportunity. And while the trans community has not yet had the distinct beneficiary of that support, examples of that kind of community change in the past provided me with hope. And now if the kids can come forward and get the chalice, you guys can sing us to our class when Jaryus gets the words on the screen. Oh, I'm sorry. I made a mistake and I'm actually not going yet because I'm going to be part of the next thing. So we're just going to hang out for a second.
If I could have the folks that are serving on the pastoral care team come forward and join Jeannie. Part of the good spiritual life of this congregation involves having a spiritual care team. These good folks have been in training for several months, and we wanted to introduce them to you. We have, what's that? Oh, no, I can make Jeannie go first. I'll make Jeannie go first. So what I would like, if the team gathered here, good to see you guys together. Yeah. So tell everyone your name. We do have some visitors today, and there will be visitors watching on the recording. So just say your name, say what being on this team means to you, and how you see the team serving our congregation. And when you finish that, I will anoint you.
My name is Jean Coates, and I'm here because I love this congregation. It's my second home, and every one of you is dear to my heart, and I send blessings every day. And so I would like you to share your lives with us as a team if you are in need. And if you're not in need, if you just want to, we're here to talk to you and to love you and to let you know that we're here for you. Blessed be.
Jeannie, I bless you and your thoughts, your voice, your heart, and your hands. I could have the palms. You could pass it today.
Okay, hi, I'm Debbie Simpson. I'm glad to serve on this team because I think one of the most important parts of community is to be able to provide support to those who are going through difficult times. And then also I see this team as kind of being the organizational support to provide, like the organizational team to provide support to people who are needing help.
Like I said, my name is Robert Tidwell. I'm the Director of Lifespan Religious Exploration here. I'm on this team because I feel like this community has been a source of radical, life-changing love and support for me. And so I think our purpose here is to give that back to all of you. So when you're in need, when you're grieving, when you're ill, don't be afraid to reach out to us.
Hi, I'm Becky Pettit. I think that this team is really going to strengthen the congregation support. I think it's going to make us feel connected to the community when we're not in this space, which I think is really important. And personally, I'm really looking forward to kind of taking the joys and sorrows that we talk about here and exploring them more and, just making sure that our connections can help us in healing and in celebration.
Hi, I'm Betsy Pettit. I am really happy to be part of this team, partly because of my fellow members. Each of them gives me strength. I am here because I really want to be able to help people when I can. We're living in a painful world, and if we can lessen the pain for one person, then I hope we're being useful. I hope I will be useful. And I think that if the members of our congregation feel less pain, then we're stronger. And when each of us is feeling stronger, then the whole community feels stronger too.
My name is, pardon me, my name is Lynn Sexton, and I'm so thrilled to be a part of this community. And when you're a part of a community, you want to give back something. And we've all got different gifts and things we can do, and this kind of fits my skill set. So I was anxious to come do this. And I think it's important for the congregation to know that they've got another resource in their back pocket, that, when you're going through something and you just want somebody to walk with you, we're here. So call on us.
My name is Catherine Rowley, and I guess I've been here quite a while. I share a deep, deep love for this congregation and everybody who's here, everybody who walks through the doors, and being able to serve in a personal way the people of this congregation is nothing will give me greater joy. I've been doing it for a while if I can, and I just love being with a group to strengthen us. And I see us as, heart holders and people who can be there for you to help you navigate the deepest fears and joys and issues that may come up in your life. So I'm really looking forward to this.
Thank you. Let's give him a hand. So I thought I would talk with you all a little bit about what pastoral care is not, what it is, and what it'll look like for us going forward. It's not fixing problems. It's not therapy or counseling. It's not guidance or answers as a personal advisor. It's not exercising power over someone's difficult situation. And the team does not take on the responsibility for another person's challenges. But they are a system of trained support that addresses the emotional, spiritual, and sometimes physical needs of individuals. It's provided by trained team members, and it's rooted in our faith-based values and teachings. Our pastoral care team is trained in building bridges of connection, in listening to a person's story with compassion and confidentiality as a representative of the congregation. When they are serving you, they are serving on behalf of the whole of our community. The team works to help others make meaning from difficult experiences, and they're trained to be present and to help those they serve to explore their own guidance and find the answers that they seek, to provide support, tools, and resources to empower someone to be able to help themselves. So may they all be a beautiful blessing. And we will have the team members let me know which way you want to be contacted, either by email or phone. Get me that information so we can keep that in the community connections, and that will be your way to be able to reach out to the team. And they will work as a team, consulting each other if they're in a situation where they know someone else is gifted. So, yeah, thank you. And we already sang the kids out. But with Robert on the team, it kind of threw a wrench into everything. So if we seem a little disorganized, it's just the way it is today. Isn't it great? Yeah. Now I'd like to invite... And for those that are visiting us today, we do share, this congregation has voted to share 50% of the offerings gathered that are beyond your pledges to the organization for the month. And this is the one that we'll be donating to for the whole month of June. But I ask you to be generous, and I invite those of us in the sanctuary, as you're able, to bring forward your offerings and gifts of non-perishable food donations at this time. If you're joining us online, you can find the link to our Zelle and PayPal accounts in the chat box. Thank you, Jaryus, for putting those in. And it is with very grateful appreciation that our offerings will now be given and received. When George and I got married in 2014, did I get that right? Yeah. I walked down the aisle to Paco Bell's Canon. Not that version. I want to do it over. That was beautiful. And Max, you left your Mr. Goodbar thing. Where'd he go? No, I'm kidding. One of the ways we enhance our spiritual lives and our life as a spiritual community is to share our joys and our sorrows. We call them our shine and our shadow. We have a couple. Jaryus, you have that image from Maribel. You can put that up. Yeah. This is, please meet and welcome to Earth, Amelia Irene Vargas, Maribel's granddaughter, born on May 13th. Look at that. Precious and perfect. She's beautiful. And I have good news from, who gave me this? It's not signed. Oh, Laura. Laura Jowie. Yes, she writes, join me in happiness that my sister Martha was a UU in Florida and former member here had a negative biopsy. Yes. Yeah. I also send you love and greetings from our beloved Jerry Cox. She sends her love to you. We talked on Thursday afternoon. She sounded so strong in her voice, but her body is just not strong enough yet to come back to service. She was looking forward that day to spending some time with, at her home with her cousin on this week. And then she was going to go back to the rehab center for a bit more strengthening, but she hopes to be back with us really soon. And also, Jaryus has a little video that matches this note I got from Jimmy. It says, after I got on the bus after the game, one of the police officers came on the bus and said that you were nominated as this year's MVP of the Possibilities Extreme Team. Look at that. Watch.
Come on, Jimmy. Go, Jimmy! Attaboy!
That's so awesome. Yay, Jimmy! Yeah. And now, a little bit of shadow. This week, when Brenda got here on Thursday, Joyce was actually the first one in. And she opened my office, as she usually does, to go in there and clean. And she discovered that someone with a disoriented heart and mind, I'll say, chose to throw a large rock through the window in my office. So I thank Brenda and Joyce, and of course Bob and Megan, who came down and helped. Bob put in a piece of plywood, and we'll get the glass repaired. But yeah, and I know it's so hard and so sad. So yeah, isn't that life? Up and down, up and down. Yeah. So let's spend a little bit of time together with prayer and meditation. And then we're going to follow it by just a little bit of shared silence, and then we'll sing our gentle song. So I ask you to shift a little bit in your seat and plant your feet. Shift your seat and plant your feet. Yeah. Let your eyes float softly closed as you're comfortable. And just imagine for a little bit that you have a small ball of vibrating energy in the center of your head. It's an orb of energy, but it's pretty weary, but we're still able to sense it, and we see all the strands that are going out from it. Each strand a thought, a connection, a link to all of the people, places, and things that are draining us, the unfinished tasks, the calendars, the finances, health issues, politics. So I invite you to start to wind those strands back in, like you might roll up a ball of yarn, winding your energy back toward yourself and bringing all of those parts of you in from the many directions that it is, reaching out to, and all of those threads that connect us to concerns that are draining us. And you're welcome to snip some of those threads that might be a little sticky and not want you to take them back. Those connections we must tend to, but for now we gather in our energy to ourselves, making sure we get those strands that we missed, the ones behind you, and we reel those in. Bring your awareness back to the core energy in the center of your head. It is glowing a bit brighter now, and it has a soft, bouncy vibration to it. But watch as it moves a bit now, down into your throat. Maybe swallow and hold it there. Let it revive any energy that you need to return to your throat, to give voice to your inner truth, your self-expression, to enhance the ways that you speak kind words into your life and into the world. Notice the orb of energy moving down into your heart, and allow any energy that belongs to your heart to be released and returned. Sense its gifts nourishing your heart and relieving those achy parts, comforting any bruises, restoring the strength that's been missing lately. Expand your awareness now to your breath and how it brings oxygen to your heart. Gently notice your breathing pattern and let your energy swirl out from your heart to embrace each and every one of us and rest in the sensation that you know you're safe, and that we set a shared intention that we will have a very full and a very special time together today. We already are. And so as we anoint with oil, we also anoint with words, words that land softly on us and remind us who we are and light up our truest heart. Kind, tender, gentle, peaceful and soft, light and expanding, soothing and held, nourished and cherished, perfect and still, deep and joyful, grounded, sacred, strong.
I'd like to share some words on optimism by Noam Chomsky. Optimism is a strategy for making a better future, because unless you believe that the future can be better, it's unlikely you will step up and take responsibility for making it so. If you assume that there's no hope, you guarantee that there will be no hope. If you assume that there is an instinct for freedom, there are opportunities to change things, there's a chance you may contribute to making a better world. The choice is yours.
Each cloud contains
The outlook wasn't brilliant for the Montclair Nine that day. The score stood 4-2, but with 1 inning more to play, a straggling few got up to go in deep despair. The rest clung to the hope which springs eternal in the human breast. They thought if only MVUUC could get a whack at that, we'd put up even money now with those UUs at the bat. Okay, team, time to step up to the plate. And while we offer our thanks to Ernest Lawrence Thayer for his historic tale of mighty Casey's strikeout, let's weave together our intention to create a different outcome. That heart-rending result for Mudville after Casey was at the plate. And while stepping up to the plate is not for the faint of heart, it is a metaphor for our stance when we're at our best and we're ready to serve. It's who we're meant to be and what we are called to do more often than we ever have before in situations like never before. And we gotta get good at it. We've had a lot of practice stepping up over the past few weeks, months, years. There is a recorded sermon on Facebook by the Right Reverend Marianne Edgar Buddy of the Washington Cathedral, and sorry, no, it is not the one where she holds President Trump accountable at his inauguration. This sermon was one that she gave in October of 2020 during COVID lockdown, where she explored the calling to step up to the plate. She names 3 specific ways that each of us responds to the ways we hear a plea for help when our ethic tells us it's time to answer. One way that we can respond is with confidence. We have passion for a specific need and we jump in with all we've got because we want to ensure a successful outcome. The second way we can respond is with hesitation, when we feel moved to act, but we also feel inadequate or incapable. And the third way is inaction, because we sense we don't belong. We don't feel invited to help. Perhaps our gifts are minimized or overlooked because we're known more for our history of being difficult than for the ways that we are helpful and gifted. But rather than follow Reverend Buddy's journey to the plate through the Christian scriptures, let's look at these 3 responses as if we're making it around all the bases and sliding into home, winning as a team, the way mighty Casey wished he had. First base is stepping up to the plate with clarity and confidence. In Major League Baseball, approximately 43.6 of batters reach first base in an at-bat. Pretty good odds. Some say mindset is everything, that our thoughts shape our reality. And when clarity and conviction pulse through us, we don't sense anything can stop us. And we ride the wave and we give it all we've got. Everyone's cheering you, you can do no wrong, and you're an Otani. You got this. The players at the plate are there to do what they do best, what they're called to do, and they do it with all their might. Making it to second base gets us a little closer to a score, but it's harder to achieve. The second way we respond when we are called to step up to the plate is when we're lacking confidence and we feel we haven't got much to offer the team. We don't want to fail or drag down the chances of success, so we don't try to steal second, let alone send that runner ahead of us in to score. We have failed before and been hurt, and that's all we can think about. We protect ourselves and we minimize the value of those ideas that we keep inside. We assume rejection of our opinions is coming, so we hold them back, not giving our participation the slightest chance to save the day. We're not ready, and we can hear that imposter syndrome voice telling us we're not good enough, or we're too old, or too young. But let's hear from Mother Teresa. She's our second base coach today. She says, do it anyway. This poem was found written on the wall in her home for children in Calcutta. People are often unreasonable, irrational, and self-centered. Forgive them anyway. If you are kind, people may accuse you of being selfish or having ulterior motives, but be kind anyway. If you are successful, you will win some unfaithful friends and some genuine enemies, but succeed anyway. And if you are honest and sincere, people may deceive you. Be honest and sincere anyway. What you spend years creating, others can destroy overnight, but create anyway. If you find serenity and happiness, some will be jealous. Be happy anyway. The good you do today will often be forgotten, but do good anyway. Give the best that you have, and it will never be enough, but give your best anyway. Do it anyway. Now getting to third base, and the third way we respond when we're called to step up to the plate is we know how uncommon it is to slide into home when the way to the plate is a way that is blocked and littered with garbage and hurdles that stop us from seeing ourselves as part of the team and cause us to lean toward inaction. We might wonder what we might have to offer, or if the work that's needed to make a difference is worth our effort. So we do nothing to help because we sense we don't belong and we haven't found a platform to offer what we have to offer. So we take it as a given that we're not valued, and perhaps our gifts and our talents have been minimized and overlooked in the past, and we're still tending to those wounds. It could be we assume we're going to find that same criticism, so to avoid stepping up to take care of others. It's also a possibility that sometimes we're known more for our history of being difficult than for the ways we are gifted and helpful. But we can learn to lean in and to bring who we are at our best. And when we step up to the plate, that's exactly what happens. Remember that for some of us, overwhelming fears hold us back. And you hesitate to want to step in and help, but remember you're doing your best with a heart that wants to be held. And remember, you're in the right place because we are a heart-holding, team-building community that wants to help others hit grand slams. And after we've held one another's hearts a while and made them stronger and brighter, we all need to go out there and do what we can for the other hearts that need to be held in this very harsh world right now. We serve by paying forward the gifts that we have received ourselves, even if we're still in recovery mode and hesitant. By the time we round third, we have seen quite a bit of wounding in the world, and we sense it in ourselves as well. But we don't need to deny those wounds, but to hold them and unfold them. We also know that we must be helping because we've been helped. And we must be loving because now we know what it is like to be loved. And we must be serving because we are not here to be served. And that's a message we can all take to home base. And remember, in order to secure a win for our team. So let us step up to the plate. First with those passions that feed your soul, and then stretch into those areas that might make you a bit hesitant, offering a hand to those who aren't sure that they can make a difference at all. Because nothing is more essential to our sustainability than service. We must be serving. We must step up to the plate more now than ever, and rounding all the bases to bring all we've got to our winning team. So, batter up. Let's stand and sing our sending song, We'll Build a Land. It's number 121 in our hymnal. But Jaryus will have the words on the screen.
invite Letha and Alan to come back up and extinguish our chalice. And please join me in our closing words. As we close our time together and extinguish our chalice flame, may we know that we are stronger together than any of us are alone. Together, we can sustainably build toward beloved community. May our lives serve this world we care so much about.
And our closing words come from Babe Ruth, who says, "Never let the fear of striking out hold you back. And every strike brings us closer to the next home run. May ours be a grand slam." And let's take a quick break before we begin the annual meeting, but we're going to want to do that kind of quickly. So go and come back as quickly as you can.